you spent your first 3 years here as a walk-on, and then I believe it was this winter that you got word you were getting placed on scholarship. Sam, what was that moment like for you, and how did you find out?
Coach Klein took me into his office, and Coach Riley was there, and he just told me that I earned a scholarship, and I was thrilled for sure, and went and told my parents, and they were super happy, so yeah.
Thanks for listening to KC Sports Network, proudly presented by Emprise Bank. If you're thinking about starting a business or know someone who is, check out Emprise Bank's SBA loans. It's always good to know your options, and they can be your partner in possible.
Hello, and welcome to another edition of our 3-Mall Wildcat Weekly Player Spotlight, as we are joined today by K-State starting center Sam Hecht. Before we get going with Sam, I want to tell you as always, about our friends over at Riverbank Brewing in Council Grove, who have partnered with Wildcat NIL to support K-State athletes and to help us bring a K-State football player on the show each week. Riverbank Brewing, located just off Main Street and the Neosho River in Council Grove. They brew their craft beers in-house and just released their fall cocktail menu that features Lewisburg apple cider. Riverbank is located just 35 minutes from Manhattan. It's an awesome place featuring a huge, large outdoor covered patio that overlooks the Neosho River. TVs both inside, outside. Watch college football, watch the NFL, whatever you want to watch. Plenty of TVs to enjoy the viewing experience there. They have frequently live music, trivia, and much more. Riverbank also has beer to go, so you can swing by, pick some up to have at a future tailgate or at home when watching the Cats on TV. Open Wednesday and Thursday from 4 to 10 p.m. and Friday and Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Go to riverbankbrewing.com for more info. Check out their menu. They also have flatbreads and a few snacks to enjoy as well while you're there having a drink. Really cool building. Owners have put a ton of sweat equity into refurbishing it. Has a ton of history and charm to it. Really encourage you all to check it out. Once you do, you'll be wanting to go back. Also, we expect to have Riverbank dishing out some drinks at a future Wildcat NIL tailgate at one of K-State's remaining home games. More to come there, but you'll want to be sure to swing by when we announce that. Go to Riverbank Brewing, a terrific local owned business by wonderful people who are also supporting K-State and Wildcat NIL, and enjoy some craft beers and freshly made cocktails in the beautiful Flint Hills. Sam, thanks so much for jumping on with this week. We'll dive into your backstory a bit, but I was just asking you off air, how'd the bye week treat you?
Bye week treated me well. I think we all appreciated the bye week. Kind of fell in pretty good time. And yeah, trying to get our bodies back and ready for next week for sure.
Well, let's start off with your backstory. You played high school ball at Mill Valley, powerhouse in this state. Several of your K-State teammates come from Mill Valley as well, but it's a program that's won 5 consecutive 5A state titles. You were a part of the first 2 in that stretch. What was it like playing for Coach Appleby, who's also a K-State grad?
Coach Appleby's the best. He's a great leader. I think he kind of makes us he treats us kind of like professionals, you know? So, when going to Kansas State, I kind of felt like I was ahead by a little bit because I had all, the disciplines installed. So, he's for sure one of the best.
Now, did you play center in high school, Sam?
I did not. I played tackle.
What was that adjustment like? Did K-State recruit you as a center? Did they tell you that was going to be your role, or did they just tell you come in and earn a job? They didn't give you an exact position?
You didn't really say exact job, but I started out just playing guard here, left and right guards.
Okay. Now, your brother Ben was an offensive guard that Connor Riley recruited in North Dakota State. And when you were going through your recruiting process, what was your familiarity with Coach Riley, and what did your brother tell you about him?
He told me he's a great dude. He coaches you hard, but he loves you. But yeah.
What other options did you have, Sam, as far as offers before choosing to ultimately walk on at K-State?
My only offers were FCS offers, and I kind of just I thought I could do better, so I decided to walk on Kansas State, and definitely a great choice, I believe.
How much did the walk-on success at Kansas State help sell you on the ultimate decision to land here?
For sure. There's so many stories about walk-ons here, and so, yeah.
You're the third straight center. Connor Riley pointed this out in a press conference, I think, in August, but you're the third straight walk-on center, former walk-on. We'll get into that in a minute, but former walk-on center
Yeah.
to start for this offensive line. Now, you spent your first 3 years here as a walk-on, and then I believe it was this winter that you got word you were getting placed on scholarship. Sam, what was that moment like for you, and how did you find out?
Coach Kleiner took me into his office, and Coach Riley was there, and he just told me that I earned a scholarship, and I was thrilled for sure. And went and told my parents, and they were super happy. So yeah.
Was that something that you expected?
I mean, they mentioned it like they were gonna try to get me on like a year before that, and so yeah, I was expecting it, but I was super happy.
Look, so I've really enjoyed watching you play through 5 games. Obviously, Sam, I think you've been phenomenal at your first year as a starter. But I'm just curious, what's been the biggest adjustment for you going from a reserve to full-time starter?
Biggest adjustment, I mean, definitely like it's kind of hard to simulate the conditioning you need to play for a whole game. So, I mean, now I'm pretty conditioned, but the first game I was pretty tired, for sure.
What would you say is the most difficult job about playing center?
I mean, there's just a lot of things you kind of gotta worry about, and like, so you're trying to communicate and then tell everyone like who the ID is, and then you're also trying to figure out like what you got to do. But it kind of, I don't know.
Well, I mean, you pull a lot too in this system, right? With Coach Riley. So I imagine that's got to be pretty hard on a center, to where you got to focus on snapping the ball, but then you got to get on the move quickly and get out to the edge. And I think you've been phenomenal every time I watch you pull. But I mean, just how difficult is it to learn all the run play schemes and the diversity in the offensive scheme that Coach Riley likes to utilize?
There's a lot, but he does a good job of trying to make our job easy. So, yeah.
Well, I mentioned earlier your brother having played for Connor Riley. Now you've been with him for 4 years. What's he like to play for?
Oh man, he's awesome. I mean, he'll coach you hard, but he's doing it with love, and you can tell that he loves what he's doing and loves us, and we all love him. So yeah.
Does he, with the transition to offensive coordinator, I'm curious how that has worked. Have you seen maybe where he hasn't had quite as much time with you guys to work as he's focused on his offensive coordinator duties as well? I know you guys added Drew Little, a former K-State offensive lineman as well, offensive analyst, to the staff this offseason. I'm curious how does that work out with Connor Riley now as the offensive coordinator, and how much he still works with you guys?
I mean, yeah, there's really no difference. There's maybe on Thursday he leaves a period early from us, and then on game day he's up in the box. But we have Coach Little, and he's doing a great job on the sideline.
Hey, you guys are paving the way for a rushing attack that's tracking toward the best in school history, Sam. As we sit here today, you guys, the school record for yards per carry in a season is 5.27. That was set in 2016. You're averaging as a team 6.9 yards per rush through 5 games. You're on pace to shatter it, and I know there's a lot of season left, but what do you guys think you guys are doing well as an offensive line right now?
I think we're doing pretty good with some combo blocks. I mean, our running backs, I mean, they're pretty good, so they're helping us out for sure. But yeah.
Well, I mean, let's hit on that. I mean, what's it like blocking for a guy like DJ Giddens?
I mean, you got to stay in the fight, because it's going to take more than one guy to take him down. So we got to finish down the field for sure for him.
I can't remember who we had on last year that also said that the DJ will just ram right into the back of you up front if need to. And like sometimes you're going to take some hits as the offensive lineman, punishment from DJ if there's no hole there. I mean, DJ and Dylan are very different backs, right? I mean, Dylan's a burner, got a ton of speed. DJ is faster than I think a lot of people realize, and got a lot of lateral quickness to him that probably is underrated. But do you guys have to block differently when those two are in the game, depending on who's getting to the ball? Do you have to get to the spot quicker when it comes to Dylan? I mean, how does it differentiate between the two?
No, I think we block the same no matter what. I think they do a good job of being consistent. So, yeah.
Yeah. You guys have another late night kick at Colorado. Should be an electric environment. You guys already dealt with a terrific atmosphere at BYU, Sam. What did you guys learn from playing in a place with that level of crowd noise? And how do you take that experience and carry those lessons learned over to future road games starting this Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, we got to lock in, focus on the details. And, I mean, in this league, you got to be able to win on the road. So we got to go out there and prove that for sure.
What's it like trying to communicate as an offensive line? Sorry. Oh, you're good. You're good. Hey, Sam, I'm curious, though, in an atmosphere like that, what's it like trying to communicate as an offensive line and an offense overall, like at BYU, when you've got 65,000 people screaming? What type of impact does that have on you guys as an offense?
Yeah, I mean, first off, we got to hear the play correctly, and then we just got to pass it down.
Do you guys go with the silent count at all?
Yes, we do. Yep.
Yeah. We had Avery on the show, Sam, last week, and he said he hates these late night kicks. How do you feel about them?
I mean, yeah, it is what it is, you know. I wouldn't say I love them, you know, but.
Well, what's your game day routine like? I mean, when you're on the road, you got a 9:15 kick. What do you got to do? Just hang around the hotel room, watch college football? What do you do to kind of keep your mind at ease and try not to think about the game too much?
Yeah, we have a lot of walkthroughs and meetings, and but then we have like a 3-hour break where we can go take a nap if we need to, and then watch college football and just don't get too amped up or anything, just relax. Yeah.
What's your go-to place to eat in Manhattan? Do you have a favorite meal or spot that you go to?
I would say any of the Mexican restaurants I try to go to. That's me and my girlfriend's favorite spot, just going to Mexican restaurants. And yeah.
All right. I haven't kept up with the Mexican restaurant scene in Manhattan. I think too much. My wife and I used to hit El Tapatio a few times, which is out there a little ways out of so you El Tapatio fan?
Yeah, I've been there. Yep.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what you got. La Fiesta, you've got it would be a mistake for me to try and name all of them off. But anyways, well, hey, Sam, I really appreciate it. We are thrilled to see what you guys are doing up front on the offensive line right now. Thrilled to have you at K-State, and wish you nothing but the best on Saturday, the rest of this season. Remember, folks, go check out riverbankbrewing.com. Go to Riverbank Brewing in Council Grove. Support them. Go to Wildcat NIL. Check out catsnil.com. Check out the membership program there. I know a lot of people have asked where I got this hat and where they could buy it. It's a Wildcat NIL hat, actually. So if you sign up for the membership program of $25 a month or more, you can have this hat that comes with that program. But there's other options as well. There's $10 a month club, $50, whatever fits your need and your budget. There's plenty of options. So go to catsnil.com, check out all the things there and the membership program. And obviously, go check out Riverbank Brewing in Council Grove, who continues to do great things for Kansas State, and it's a terrifically owned business by K-Staters. Sam, thanks so much for jumping on with us, and thank you all for listening to another episode of our 3 Mall Wildcat Weekly Player Spotlight.